Hey, we're live. Welcome to Parallel Projections, the show where me, Michel, and Jasper, who will join us in a moment, play through Planescape Torment. And we have a lot of fun doing it. It's my first time playing it. I'm going to reposition my microphone, sorry for that. It's my first time playing it, but it's Jasper's favorite game in the world, and he knows all there is to know about the Planescape setting, so he'll be dropping that lore left and right while we're playing. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. I think I've stolen that from Roger, from our main show, The Precipice of Dreams, which you can watch live on Twitch every Monday. Hey, Infinite Oregano, welcome. Got distracted by chat. I feel like playing the game. So Jasper, will you join me?
Yes, I certainly will.
Well,
Can they hear me?
no, you have to turn on your camera.
Oh, is my camera out again? No, my camera is on.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Which is strange.
We see a red screen.
Yeah, I think.
There you are.
Yes, am I there?
There you are.
But now I'm stuck in a corner of.
Yeah, that's weird. Why did you do that?
Yes, it's all my fault.
So talk to the people.
Well, I'm going to talk to the people.
While I
which is
fix
you.
your mistake.
Well, Michel fixes my mistake. I'm making a sad face now, Michel. You'll be seeing that 11 seconds later.
Okay.
Yeah, well, oh man, shenanigans. Anyway, nice to play with you again. Nice intro. And it's true. I know everything about Planescape, so there we go. I have all these books at the ready again, and I'm hoping that this time I will be able to drop some lore. We're going through it so slowly that I have to really space my content.
Yeah.
Why am I on the right side of the screen? Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You're always on the right side of the screen, but for some reason it wasn't capturing your entire camera. Oh well, there you are. Hello.
There I am.
It wouldn't be Parallel Projections if we didn't have some form of weird technical difficulties.
So what Michel is doing here is making his failure into a pro, and no, I'm having fun. Always having fun with this strange introductions.
The awesome thing is that I have to do it for the other screen as well, so I'm doing that right now. So keep the audience entertained for just a second longer.
Well, a second has passed. Anyway, I liked your banner with you're a wizard now.
Yes.
Last session we became a wizard. Well, we became a thief first. This is second edition Dungeons and Dragons, so there's no rogue. There's only a thief, and now we've become a wizard. The funny thing is that, funny thing is that that's even true right now in fifth edition Dungeons and Dragons, but where the spellcasters have the most options really as a character build. But in second edition Dungeons and Dragons, I think fighter has by far the lowest amount of options. It gets proficiencies, weapon proficiencies across its level, and which it can invest in getting specialization, greater specialization, and everything, making more attacks, which is kind of the progression tree that's in the fighter now, but it has no second wind or anything like that. And it has, you can build a castle and you gain followers. That's about what it does for the rest. And then if you compare that to a wizard, a wizard has spells, and a thief has these percentile points to distribute every level, so that's pretty cool too, and has all these relevant bonuses that he gets from his dexterity and everything. And the fighter really, if you have a 17 in your strength score, then you have a +1/+1 to your attack and damage bonuses. And only when you get to 18 and then roll a percentile dice that's really high, you can get up to +3/+6 if you roll a natural 100 on the D100. My ranger had an 18.92, which gave me +2/+5, which I rolled for, honestly.
And my fighter in that same campaign had a 1880, or it was like one rank below your strength, which
yeah, so probably +2/+4. So these bonuses really differed as well, and you have the band bars with gates rolls and everything. So you could do some stuff. And then the other strange thing is that if you went above a Constitution score of 16, which gave you a +2 bonus to hit points per level, and then only fighters would get a +3 bonus at 17 and a +4 bonus at 18. And no other class would get that. I think we house ruled that in our campaign. And if you went above 9th level, you got 3 hit points per level, no Constitution modifier added, until 20th level. So that's always 33 hit points until level 20. Yeah, quite different. But a wizard is always a wizard. And
we get to cast spells with spell levels now. Yes.
Yeah.
We're a wizard.
We're a wizard. Yeah. So that's my introduction about these 3 classes, and I think Michelle's ready now to.
Oh yeah, I've been ready for the last 5 minutes, but I just love to hear you talk about stuff.
Well, who doesn't?
So.
Really?
But with that, let's throw it to the intro of Parallel Projections. And we're back. And we're ready to play. Are you ready to play, Jasper?
Yes, I'm ready to play. Always ready to play. So let's resume our live, because it has been on hold for 2 weeks.
So, long story, very short. We woke up in a mortuary, escaped. We don't remember who we are or what we are. We entered the city of Sigil, where we ran a bunch of quests for a faction called the Dustmen. And last session we ran into old Mebbeth, who gave us some random fetch quests, but then learned us the arts of magic, as Jasper has said before. And that's where we left off. I think we are still in old Mebbeth's hut. There we are. So, yes. That's old Mebbeth. I think...
She's a witch.
She's a witch, obviously. I called that the first... when we first entered her hut. So yeah, with that... just going to move that over there. Okay, let's move. So now that we are a wizard, do we have spells prepared? Yes. Chromatic Orb, Chromatic Orb, Chromatic Orb, and Identify. Yes.
Yeah, we even have second level spells.
Yes. We have Blood Bridge, which does when cast.
We haven't prepared it yet?
No, we haven't selected those yet, which means that probably we should rest after this. But a bizarre compact of the healer's heart and the merchant's mind. This necromantic spell transforms your very body into a marketplace that barters life and death. Your life essence can be given to others at a cost to yourself. When cast, the mage can select any living non-undead target within touch range and drain life from himself. 2 hit points plus hit point per level of the caster and give it to the target. Alright, very nice.
Okay.
So we already discussed this last episode, but it's evident here again that the random blurb of text they put in front of the actual spell description is always a pleasure to read, and that goes for almost anything that is written in this game, and they've written a lot for this game.
Yeah, what's even cooler is that we now have a chromatic orb spell. I can spoil this. We can get magic missile as a spell, and that does damage. But then we have Dakon, who has the Rain of Anger spell, which is magic missile, but deals one more point of damage, and has a totally different description, a totally different cover, and a totally different background of how he got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think there are even more ways. What are you doing?
Yeah, I have to. Sorry, that was my fault. Sorry, I have to lock that. Okay. Daggers of ice can be conjured that not only strike the intended target, but can spread cold as ice in water. This spell fires a magical ice dagger at the target. The caster must successfully hit with his normal missile attack roll. A successful hit causes 2 to 8 points of damage per dagger. When the ice knife strikes a solid object or creature, the knife shatters, releasing a wave of numbing cold. All creatures within a 5 feet radius must make a successful... No, 5 yards. Feet? Yes. One thingy is feet.
1 square.
Yeah. Must make a successful saving throw versus paralyzation or suffer 1 to 4 points of cold damage and have a -2 penalty to their attack rolls. If the attack roll misses, the ice dagger will fall to the ground 2 feet past using the same trajectory. So, I have to... the intended target. The ice dagger will then remain on the ground for 2 seconds. If any creature touches this ice dagger during the time, it will immediately shatter and emits a cold wave as above. If not, then after the elapsed time, it will melt away. Finally, the caster gains 1 additional ice dagger for every 2 levels after 3rd level, for a maximum of 5 daggers. The subsequent daggers can be fired off. Subsequent click on the same or another target. Okay, very cool.
So there's a positive and a negative to this spell, and that's that luckily we are a fighter, so we have to hit armor class 0 of a fighter. Unluckily, spell attacks still use dexterity, and we have a 9 in dexterity. So there's a bit of a positive upside because wizards have a much worse tackle progression than a fighter does. So we'll probably have a better chance to hit than a wizard would have, but still it's not that good.
No. Okay. And lastly, strength grants immense strength to the weak or greater strength to the strong. This spell increases the target's strength score by a certain number of points, or tens of points above 18, which will still be qualified by race class restrictions. This spell cannot bestow a strength of 19 or greater. The bonus is as follows. Alright.
So the funny thing you are seeing here now is that you're seeing rogue there, right?
Yeah.
So that's because there's a rogue group of classes. There's no rogue class, but there's a rogue group. Just as warrior, there's no warrior class, there's a fighter class. But paladins and rangers are also considered warriors, for example.
Yeah.
And I think that bard and thief fall under rogue. And priest, I think it's cleric and druid. And wizard is, I think, just wizard. Not certain all of a sudden, but that's how it...
Hey man, I got the 2nd edition handbook right over there. And then we know.
Well, you could go and get it, or you could play.
Let's play. So let's. Oh, we only have 1 second level spell slot. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. All right, and then we go back in.
Wizards and specialists, illusionists are popular in 2nd edition. Yeah, true. But those were again more restrictive than in 5th edition, which is there's something to say about that. Because if you, for example, played an illusionist, I don't think you could choose evocation and necromancy spells. But you were a bit better in your illusionist, in your casting of illusions. Yeah. But now you're a wizard, and then you have a specialization on top of that. So, which I like, because that gives you access to all options, but makes you a bit better at a certain option and gives you features that matter.
Done.
All right, so we are now a wizard.
Yeah.
And what will we do with this power? We had a bunch of quests, and we are in Wreck Picker Square, where we need to find Pharod. And we also know where Pharod is, because he's not actually on Wreck Picker Square, he is underneath Wreck Picker Square, somewhere.
Yeah.
We already met his greatest competitor, who lives in the house over here, which is, yeah, okay. So,
Caregrave?
Yeah, Caregrave. Yeah, thank you. Sharegrave.
I don't want to shake a Sharegrave with that one, though.
No.
Oh, so funny, so funny.
So are these all houses, or can we take a look? Sharegrave's Kip. Okay. Now, can we? Is this like a walkway? Is this It is.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's walk around Wreck Picker Square then. What's this? Ooh. This archway leads only inches into the small building before becoming blocked by a solid wall of refuse. The rubbish is packed too tightly. Packed so tightly, it may as well be stones and mortar. As you come closer, however, the archway's outline begins to shimmer. You notice the handful of junk you've been carrying about begins to shimmer as well. Yes, we hold the key. We hold the secret. Right? To the this is probably the secret entrance to
Finally.
Pharod's
Finally.
hideout. We're finally going to meet him. We're 8 episodes in. Here we go.
8 episodes. First quest, find Pharod. That's amazing.
And that's
right?
8 episodes of 3 hours worth of playing every time. So you do the math. Yeah, thrust the junk into the archway. The wall of refuse flickers, wavers, and seems to fold in on itself, revealing an open space beyond it. A passage or portal seems to have formed within the frame of the archway. Let's go, man. I'm ready for this. Man, I'm just, my mind is full of old school.
Are you ready for this?
Alright, we're going to enter. I can already tell you that you're going to do the voice of Pharod, so...
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
Cool.
I guess. Sure.
Yeah. I'm
Or you want... or do you want an Anemoli?
erect, middle-aged collector approaches as you enter the area. He quickly looks you over and then sneers. Don't know you.
I don't believe I've made your acquaintance either.
The collector continues to glare at you.
Ignore him and continue on. I mean,
Would be fun to try.
yeah.
Yeah, we could be honest with him and to leave. As you turn to leave, you notice the collector drawing a knife from one of his pockets. Don't know that you was thinking about by coming down here, but the only place you will be going is the mortuary cutter.
I don't think so.
Things are showing red on our map. Okay.
Yeah, this went balls up real fast. But we are now a mage. So
Let's
let's
identify on him.
You're so funny. You're so funny. No, we're doing
I'm
that.
so funny.
And you're doing Reign of Anger. Power. What was his magic missile again? No. Is that the Reign of Anger? Yeah. Okay, you're doing that one then.
The Reign of Anger has a casting time of 1, so we roll a d10, add 1, and that's our initiative, and we start counting from 0 and up.
Protect us. That, I mean, stuff is happening.
Yeah.
Now it's almost a shame that we didn't prepare the ice knife.
Well, it hits us as well, right?
When cast a magical orb of protect... okay, no protective energy. We wanna increase strength. Okay, so that's also just strength. Okay, then you just go bash their skulls in, man. You too.
That's what he's best at. Good. So if you hear any sounds in the background, we're preparing the room for my daughter's birthday tomorrow.
Ooh.
So.
Well, congratulations in advance.
I will hear you.
My daughter just turned 8 last week. So for those who are watching for the first time, we're really bad at combat.
Sure, why not?
I am really... I shouldn't say
really. The con is dying. The con.
Yeah, okay, you go there.
What's up, Chief?
Can you do... You do that.
Sure, why not?
No. I don't know when I override my own commands. So.
You father of trolls.
Yeah, that has always been hard to see in these kind of games.
What's the word, Chief?
Did we do the give life to another player thingy?
Give life? No, the bridge you mean. No, we could have done that to heal.
Okay.
To
we
heal.
can still do it, but we are regenerating anyway, so.
It's true. So I select him as target. I always drain from myself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
I'm gone.
So we just killed a whole bunch of collectors.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because, I mean, Pharod didn't treat us that well. We were due for a bit of revenge, I guess. Looks like these piles of rags are used as beds. Okay, let's get the team together.
I'm gone.
And,
so what do you think of the style of these? Like, what is it? Bit of cyberpunk, I think.
The style. So
cyberpunk.
Now I like it because it's different. I think what first didn't attract me to Torment, and is one of the reasons I never played it, is this weird half steampunk, half eldritch or biological. I don't know. Some of these things almost seem like everything looks dirty and greasy, and I'm usually a player that loves my games to be gorgeous to look at. Because if I'm going to spend hours watching a video game or playing a video game or walking around in a certain world, then I want this world to be nice to look at because I'm looking at it for hours. That's my usual go-to. So yeah, this the style of the world. I think a year or 2 years ago I wouldn't have been ready for it, but I've actually come and enjoy these more different.
Even 2 years ago, man.
Yeah. If you asked me 2 years ago, like for example, I always named that reason as one of the reasons why I never finished any Fallout games or never interested in any of the Fallout games. I played 4 for I think the first 2 or 3 hours because no, a bit longer than that actually. But as soon as I was in the waste and everything is just crap and dirty and greasy, I was like, yeah, all trees are dead and there's wasteland and sand, and I'm like, yeah, this is just depressing to look at.
I played Fallout 4 for I think 3 hours or something, then I quit, but it was more that I got so overwhelmed with the sheer size of that world. And I thought, well, man, I have a busy life.
Yeah.
I can't invest enough in this game to play it.
This looks like it
to
was
the
part of
maximum.
some permanent structure, perhaps buried in the surrounding trash. So for our podcast listeners, we are walking around Pharod's hideout, which is just some dirty, greasy old banged up place underground.
And so when you dig down in Sigil, the ground is hard, but when you make a dent, what comes out is kind of falls apart very easily. And so you can never repair anything in Sigil because it stays broken.
Which adds to the crappiness of the whole place.
Yeah, that's why they keep the doubles keep patching it up.
Yeah.
And there's something to say that the city is expanding by lowering the floor,
Okay.
which makes the inner
Oh
circle
man,
a lot bigger.
we are just fighting our way through everything now. It sucks.
Does it suck?
What's up?
No?
Yeah, everyone. No, I don't know if it sucks. I mean, but
I will hear you.
I was not prepared for that.
Balance, your will be done.
Did you see that?
Fallout 4 never hooked my line. Fallout New Vegas did.
Yeah, so a lot of people really like New Vegas, and I have a good friend that was really into New Vegas, and I've seen him play it a lot, and I watched it a lot, and there were certainly very interesting and cool things that I thought were really cool, but it's also one of the reasons why I never played it, because
Endure.
yeah, it's just desert and wasteland, and I mean that's the world, that's the charm of the game, but it never drew me, even New Vegas.
I shall serve.
I must say they have a lot of hit points.
They have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do we, fortunately, sort of now. But we're almost out of spells, we're almost out of life. I think we should make ready to... Oh.
Some new viewers. Let's see. Hello, everybody there. Some new ones. I see some old ones.
Done.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Huh?
Welcome everyone. So we're walking around this hideout, and we just walked in and started attacking people, but I didn't really mean to do that. I thought that we would just be walking past the guy who addressed us. Instead of that, we tried to walk out and he attacked us.
Yeah, so a dumpster maze.
Huh? Okay.
Oh,
What?
Done.
oh,
What's
oh,
up, Chief?
oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Come back, Morty.
Done.
Whoa!
Yeah, so
What's the word?
you
Good
see
as
the
done.
problem.
Yeah, I see it a couple of seconds later than you do.
I think we're not ready for this now. Maybe.
Well, what's a little genocide between friends that you don't talk your way past everyone? No, it is our strength to talk our way past
Yeah,
everyone.
we actively chose to try and go for a let's do less combat and talk away through encounters.
Mm.
Luckily, Morty has a lot of hit points, so we can just let him tank and attack for days.
An absolute bonkers resistances.
Done.
Well, he is a skull.
I hear your words.
Yeah,
I'm gone.
I think he's the best tank you can get in any game.
What's up?
I think you're still ready to go.
Then this was a bad place to stop doing that. You'll likely have to kill the entire next village. Well, we'll see.
Huh?
There's certainly going to be some story element when we meet Pharod, right?
Sure, why not?
Well, I mean, Pharod killed us and dropped us off in the mortuary as far as we know, so... I think this is totally fine in character.
Oh, we didn't mean to. They attacked us first.
Also, Jasper, also that we
Yeah.
are totally in our right to murder our way through their house. Oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Says, is that another entrance or exit? I don't know.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, let's not go there for now. Let's just exterminate
Still
everyone.
someone
in here.
fleeing. Exterminate.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Oh, this is always
What?
so
Okay.
tiring.
It's because you have to stop to attack and then he is already moving again.
Yeah.
Critical hit, 16 damage. There we go.
I'm gone.
So,
Okay.
critical hits, how do they work? I think they work the same as in 5th edition.
Yeah, right.
Except for the fact that things like sneak attack aren't doubled, or you don't throw those dice. Are they just standing there, or?
Yeah. Let's have a conversation for the first time since we entered here. This seedy-looking thug reeks of trouble. Greetings. The man looks you over and spits at your feet. What? You looking for a fight, are you?
No, I just had some questions.
Too
There we go
bad.
with our primal charm.
Yeah. Too bad, stud, 'cause you got to fight. The man draws a long-bladed knife.
Fight.
Finish him.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Yeah, I see it,
No,
Morty.
the
You're-
balloons are have been
Balance.
how do you
See
say
that?
I'm gone.
inflated.
What has been inflated?
The balloons.
What's up? Sure, why not?
Inventory is full. Can only imagine the sound right now. Can only imagine the sound right now.
Serve.
Done.
All our inventories are full.
So I have to silence the
Endure. Your will be done.
What do you have to silence?
another
Done.
Discord
By
server
your will be
for a couple
done.
of hours.
I'm gone.
Okay, okay. No, you.
I will hear you. I shall
I'm so
serve.
bad at clicking in this game.
Picking is the hardest thing, man.
Balance in all your path is mine.
Okay,
Picking seems to be the hardest word. 999.
So we're getting low on life, and our inventories are.
Well, but luckily it's safe now,
Yeah.
right?
Is it?
Of course it is.
Help! Oh wait, what? Where did those guys? Wait, what?
I'm gone.
Where did those guys come from?
Huh?
Oh man, even Morty's in trouble.
Fight Dad. Okay.
I'm hurt.
Oh,
Endure.
you do your
In
thing.
enduring, grow strong.
We are in trouble.
Your will be done.
My jaw is hanging on by a thread. Would you give me a hand
Why
here?
aren't we attacking?
Yeah, we're all taking a lot of damage.
I hear your words.
Oh. That's what a dead skull looks like.
What?
Okay. But did we save now?
No, we didn't.
Of course we didn't. Oh man. Is he still alive or
No, but we can.
Damn.
raise him? Well, there goes the con.
I shall serve.
And you know why this happened? Because because Morty finished his
Balance in all things.
the guy he was fighting. Okay,
I'm gone.
damn it.
Yeah, well, What are you going to do here?
I'm going to finish them, of course. Because it's gonna take a while. But we will succeed in the end. We will be victorious.
Raising in mid-combat, maybe not best idea.
No, definitely
No.
not the best idea. But I don't know. I didn't know with how many hit points he would get back up. Not a lot. As we found out.
Hopefully that one is
I'm hurt.
near death. Oh, we're at least hitting him. That's something. Quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, we did it, man. We cleared the place. Hopefully.
So how many times can we raise the dead?
Okay, okay.
It's a cool effect. Yes, and I mean that. It's a cool effect. Can we sleep here?
I guess not, but we can try. Was that a failure on the raise dead? Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Let's sleep.
It's too dangerous to rest here.
Oh man. So shall we go back to the witch?
Yeah, I think we don't have a lot. Whoa, whoa. Okay. This guy was packing.
That's Morty's loot.
Is that Morty's loot? Oh,
Yeah.
What's up, Chief? Good as done.
okay, Morty. Get all your stuff back. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we should. So maybe we should save on combat
Alright.
chains, right?
What? Why?
Well,
I'm
the
gone.
other thing is, does raise dead incur a permanent penalty to their constitution?
What's the word, Chief?
That would suck because we raised him twice.
Yeah. That's still 16.
Yeah, no.
No loss
No.
there. Phew.
So yeah, no, we really need to rest.
Done.
So we have to get back to the witchy.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still haven't found a good spot to sell our loot as well.
we could have done this better, you know.
Truly.
How many of these guys will be back when we return?
Done.
Can we rest outside here? Or do we have to go to her?
It's too dangerous to rest here. Oh, we really have to return to...
And the gate was in there. Isn't the gate opening?
This is the portal to Wreck Picker
Oh, man.
Square.
So how many pieces of junk do you have?
I picked up quite a few, I think, in the combat.
Oh, that's okay then. Now we have to walk into the other side.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's rest. Regroup.
That's not safe
Rethink.
because I'm hoping. Can we raise the con when we are here? And all his loot is on the ground there. I'm a bit worried actually. Portuguese aren't expanded though. No, aren't they?
Okay, let's see what happens.
Drrrr. Oh, the con is lying there.
Yeah.
It is I.
It is I.
In enduring, grow strong.
Well, they're going to rest immediately. He has no gear, so we have to get that back, right?
Yeah, he's not carrying anything.
Your
Okay.
path is mine.
Oh, and did we lose experience points for them?
How would we find out?
See if we are reset to the start of a level.
Ah.
So these are all second edition rules.
Experience 7,000, so no.
Oh.
18,000, so no.
No. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Oh, we're nearing a level up.
All right.
Okay. We can do this.
Yes, we can. Oh man.
This only happened because I'm so bad at combat.
My claws are itching.
Trust to jump. Done.
So we really have to get a place where we can just drop stuff in boxes. Wait, didn't we do that? Why is the con on the roof?
Yeah, he materialized on the roof. Yes, we did, but I can't remember where.
Wasn't it in the... Yeah, it was in the dust bar, gathering dust bar.
Ah, yes. That's a place that we frequent a lot. So
Yeah, oh, it's such a nice bar. People are
The best
so
bar.
fun.
it is the
It's
best.
the best bar.
It is all the bars.
Everyone
It
has a certain dark type of humor that really makes you laugh out loud.
It's all the best bars. So yeah, all Dakon's loot.
It's gone.
Well, it's not here on the ground. So there's an upside to
Yes.
this.
We now have a clean inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah, put Ingrid's teeth back on.
Yeah, magical thief. What did we do?
Oh, I want you to become magical weapon. Yeah.
The teeth rattle about wildly, then suddenly settle down. After a brief moment, they begin to emit a soft magical glow. Done.
What's up?
Did it do that before?
Well, we
And
did.
we still have to put them on, right?
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Can we do it like that? Okay. What's this? A generic human skull. Okay. Rune of shielding.
Probably
Rune
a
of armor.
portal key for something.
Left arm.
Well,
strap.
he's full, so we can throw everything at the con again.
Yeah.
Well, our numbers are fluctuating, so there are people coming and going,
Ah.
which is nice. Hope
Bone
you'll
charm.
stay.
So you can go there. What kind of other items do we have? Scroll off.
You like that? So we are going through this game very slowly, as you have by now seen, and we are enjoying it very much. And we are not really playing it for the combat, because the combat is most of the times.
It's not the best.
To say it's boring is an overstatement. I've had worse games.
Let's say it's a bit clunky.
It's a bit clunky, yeah. You can.
So you end
Not
up
that
just
easy to.
pressing pause and clicking a bunch. Yeah, okay, so here we go again.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
So many of them.
I hear your words.
Huh? Don't. I'm gonna slam my
We have
eyeballs
spells,
against
you know?
One more sec, what?
I do know I have spells, but then don't we need to save something for when we
See that?
finally end up with Pharod at some point, you know?
What's up, Chief?
Yeah, that's true.
Damn it. You see that?
I will
So
hear your will.
what does happen here is that when you attack someone from the back, you get a +2 bonus to your attack rolls. And, flanking gives a +1 bonus from attacking from the
What's
side.
up?
So positioning
Is
even for
important.
tanks is important.
But positioning is like really hard to do in this game.
I'm gone.
Because that's very clunky.
Yeah, true. But you can manipulate it by drawing them towards you. Get the aggro with the tank and then walk a bit back. So they all approach you from the front. The bandage on the bar, put the bandage on the bar, put the bandage on the bar.
Yeah. Stuff.
I drop the knives, just get the coppers.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
And
The clutch arms. So pick up the
it's an
knives.
exit? No. Not.
No, so
I
the
don't trust the gift.
so
I should
now,
leave him behind.
okay, I think we explored all the caverns, all the hallways,
We explored all the best caverns.
all the rooms. Yeah, we can finally make fun of that again because the nightmare is over, Jasper.
When the nightmare
Oh,
is over.
okay. Listen.
I'm sure I will be missing you.
Listen, so you heard me say we cleared out the entire thing.
And then there's this extra part that we didn't clear.
No, there were some strong fellows, some guys that looked pretty strong. So
So let's do let's more to taunt them to get to us and make them pathfind in the
Yeah.
worst way possible.
you know what we're going to. Okay, dude. Okay, I know
It is
what we
I.
gotta do. We need to do power of one. I need to.
What?
Yeah, prepare for a fight. Yeah, man. And he's a fighter, so
Slattern.
Bish.
What's What's up, Chief? Did you see
Was
that?
he,
In
was he
enduring
hostile,
grow
though?
Strong.
Why? You snow.
Done.
I'm sorry, I think we could have spoken with that guy.
Man, what are we doing? This is so bad.
Trash Warren's thug. Yeah. Ooh, we've missed out.
Murderhobo.
Yeah, we.
Murderhobo indeed.
So for 8 episodes we did nothing but talk, and now in episode 8 we just went full on psycho killer. Oh.
Just can say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of music with every sentence we are saying.
So that was a named character that we could have spoken with, that we just murdered.
Yeah, well, let's see how this goes.
Yeah. Okay, let's just talk with one of these random guys. Okay.
Man looks up slowly as you approach. He takes a look at you and sneers in disgust. What in the nine hells be ye? He wrinkles his nose. Mayhap the Dusties are missing one of their rotting dogs, he laughs. Never have I seen anything so ugly.
Except your reflection.
The man seems taken aback for a moment, then sneers again, flinging the hilt of his blade. You look due for a bleeding, governor.
Settle down, I have no interest in fighting you.
Oh, you don't? Don't you? Do you? He spits at your feet. What does the thin, watery blood of a coward fill your... what? Does the thin, watery blood of cowards fill your veins, Burke? Or did it all seep out during your last mangling? Oh, yeah, okay. Let's do the first one.
I was
Your
planning.
taunts from Morty.
As I recall, your mother is the one who has the thin, watery blood of the cowards running in her veins. By my count, that means half the city's bastards carry the same bloodline as you.
Hey, hello, deathly toilet paper. The man
Good
blinks for a
evening.
moment, as if digesting what you said. Then his face flushes with anger. He draws his blade and lunges at you.
Defend yourself. Okay,
What's the word, Chief?
Morty, you defend myself.
I hear your words.
Deathly toilet paper,
wait.
we are messing up.
We are messing up so bad.
I shall
Oh, here we go again.
I have been on the verge of restarting our save game because we've been doing so poorly.
Because we are attacking people that we are trying to talk to us because we simply are not looking at the green circle beneath their feet. And the whole party died at a certain point, except for the nameless one, so we had to raise everyone. Then we lost all the gear that Dacom carried with him, which is okay, I guess, because it can't have been that important. Well, now Morty is dying again, so...
Yeah,
Oh, Ray's dead.
I was trying to get rid of that, but okay, you get over here now.
Yeah.
Dacom can attack.
I know he can. So can we.
Huh?
Huh?
endure.
It's something well.
In enduring grow strong.
How are we going to survive this? That's the question now.
Man, I don't know.
Damn.
I hear your words.
We're not doing great.
No, we are not.
Well, we had a good run.
What's up, Chief?
Next episode will be Baldur's Gate.
We are still alive, so there's that. Yeah, are we going to play Baldur's Gate?
No.
You know, the funny thing is that
What's the word, Chief?
this is about the same engine as Baldur's Gate, but for some reason I always had a better comprehension of what to do in Baldur's Gate.
What's up?
It is I.
It is I. We're doing it, man. We're doing it.
Endure.
We're surviving.
Grow strong.
And now, are we going to run? No, we are not.
Why would we?
All right.
We are victorious.
Baldur's Gate is a good mix of combat and story. I think it gets it just right. I agree.
You know, I would be... there's a bunch of stuff. Obviously, we're going to finish Planescape Torment because I love this game.
I'm gone.
Yeah, of course we are. I think we discussed this before, but Baldur's Gate 2, I think, really does a very good job at an open world kind of D&D campaign.
Before you
where
go off
have-
on your talk, Jasper, I can do. We can continue on, or we can go back to old Mebbeth's place and rest, and then come back here.
Well, let's do that because we want to have some meat on our bones, right?
Yes. Yeah. We got plenty of junk. If we actually use the junk when we.
Infinite Horizon says we don't, so
No.
could be.
Also, there was a gate here, but we don't know where that leads to.
Well, that's our next step, right? But
We
but
also have a
let's first,
trapdoor.
you have a trapdoor?
Yeah, there's a trapdoor where we just fought the last guys.
Done.
Okay, so let's do them all. Let's do the magic gate first, though, because that's cooler. So Baldur's Gate 2 is really open world, but the big thing about Baldur's Gate 2 is that the critique is that it was so open that a lot of people lost what the plot was of that game. And then Baldur's Gate 1 was really open in a world sense, but had a really story-driven story at its core. So I really like Baldur's Gate 1, especially with the extra content, like the keep, everything. And I really like Throne of Baal, which is the expansion of Baldur's Gate 2, which made the story so good and going so went to epic levels in such a great way, which really was the first game that did that in Dungeons and Dragons. So, yeah.
You know, for the next game, for parallel projections, if we ever get there, Jasper, since we're playing very, very slowly through this game, I'm assuming at this point that when we finish Torment, Baldur's Gate 3 will be out.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll be playing that then. It's not so. It's not a
yeah.
retro though.
No, and it's not a parallel projection.
Also, well, it is isometric, right? Oh, you can.
Dimensional.
Oh yeah, but I think you can put it in a isometric perspective, I guess.
So, I never got into Baldur's Gate 2. At the time it came out, D&D 3.0 was coming out, and in Baldur's Gate 2 was kind of 2.5, which annoyed me. Well, yeah, that's a system thing. And it is true that the system, well, 2.5 is the thing I played the most at then, so and 3.0 was a bit broken. Well, it's systems. It's always hard to tell something about the game because of the system that they are running on. Of course, if you would the first 5th edition game like Baldur's Gate 3 would be quite cool when you consider the 5th edition rules, but the story still has to be great. And then Tides of Numenera I played for a large part, and then I got too busy, so I didn't exactly lose interest, but I couldn't play anymore. And it's such a great game, up till the point where I played at least, but the combat is really bad. Really bad. I didn't think that one through. And then Planescape Torment is much better in combat as Tides of Numenera is. But it's turn-based, but it's semi-turn-based, right?
Yeah, I think it's like the Dragon Age games as well, where you can press pause and give commands, but you can also control
I
it.
think, yeah.
We're stepping through the magic
every
gate, by the way.
Yeah, every footage that I've seen is turn-based. That's right. I don't know if they have another way to play it. Oh, Cranium Reds, cool.
So we immediately
A lot of them.
got a ice knife cast right in our face.
Yeah, that's because there are so many, so they have intelligence.
Okay.
Your reasons for your incessant clicking.
Yeah, it's
are not
turn-based.
valid.
Personally, I'm happy with that. I preferred the D&D games before they started with real-time, with pause.
Women are the reason I became a monk. And,
Oh, there's a great conversation that I can't keep up with and keep up with the game at the same time.
Well, you do the conversation then, and I.
Yeah, you do the combo.
I'll focus.
Yeah,
on
it's turn-based. Divinity Original Sin, I still have to play those games. I also started playing,
Knows that it suffers,
well,
even when the mind does not.
I can't come, Pillars of Eternity,
get some
I really want to
which
play
is
for
great
this.
as well, but, yeah, but
From the blasted plains,
I think the combat system is a little bit too untransparent for my liking. Sometimes I have no idea why things are good stats and not, and I do not like it when that happens to me, because I consider myself to understand most gaming systems, and I do understand that gaming system in a sense as well, but the numbers are too varied to make proper sense of how strong your opponent is compared to you. But story-wise, and the options you have there, they are so great. I love I love almost everything. I got to a certain point where you left the first area to go to some.
All right.
Or was it extra content? I don't know.
I'm gone.
There was some snowy mountain part where these kind of ogres attacked, or giants, I don't even remember. I still want to play that even further. I played that with another friend. But I'm with that friend. I'm now playing Dragon Spear, which we haven't done in half a year because we started this stream, and I have to have some evenings off. Wow.
Scroll of Magic Missile. And a book. Yeah, of course it was trapped. But we're not a thief anymore, so I didn't check traps. But I've got some.
Oh, that's cool.
The
We have
silver
identified
frame.
that.
This
Yeah.
is a tarnished silver frame. At one time, this frame could have held a small painting, but now the frame lies empty and unused. Identify. Spell. When used, this item causes an attacker to feel the same pain and hurt that he has inflicted upon the user. Pain mirror.
Wow,
Okay. That's cool.
that's harsh.
So that's that's a one-time use then.
Is it the one-time use? Oh yeah. So you have to really keep that for a very powerful enemy.
Yeah, I don't like
You
that.
can put it on there, just don't use it.
Copy spell. You succeeded in learning the spell. We now have Magic Missile.
There we go.
This club seems to be made. Identify. Oh, okay. We're out of spells.
Let's do that tomorrow then.
All right.
Or maybe we can rest here?
And
No.
try.
No. So,
I
while...
was rattling on about Dragon Spear. If you like Baldur's Gate 1, if you like Baldur's Gate 2, you should play Dragon Spear after Baldur's Gate 1 to better understand what's happening in Baldur's Gate 2, at least at the start of that campaign. I think it's really well done. There are a lot of cool dungeons that you don't expect from such an in-between adventure. I think, what are they called? I can't remember the name of the guys who did something with dog in their name. They did a really good job to capture the spirit of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 in that one game. And really added to the experience as a whole as well. All kind of new features. Yeah, I recommend you play that between those two adventures.
Okay.
The Siege of Dragon Spear. Yeah. Are we going to save the game? Wow.
Yeah, I already did right before we stepped into the magical portal. So what I was going to say is that when we stepped through and started the fight with the cranium reds, there was a lot of dialogue being fired at us. There were people that were talking, and we were having conversations. Maybe our party members, but didn't hear what they were saying, didn't catch it, and we can't read it back anywhere, so that's don't know what happened.
Was the negative token in Dakon's inventory? Yeah, it probably was. Oh man, that hurts.
Does that hurt?
Yeah, that was such a cool item.
Hey man, I'm still on the verge of just restarting and see if we can talk our way through the whole thing.
We promised ourselves we wouldn't do that.
But we made one.
And we have to start the whole adventure again from the point where we left Mebbeth.
Yeah, but the only thing that we did was combat through these caves. Immersion ruined. That's so true, yeah. Am I sure there's not a loot pile? Yeah, I mean,
No, it disappeared.
Yeah, he died right here, right?
Wasn't there? Didn't his loot pile get transported to Mebbeth's home? No, not right.
I don't think I checked that. Would it still be on the floor there if it did?
Well, if it did, probably, but if it didn't, it was never there.
I don't know how this game works, man. Game over, man.
I feel pretty bad about restarting, though.
I feel pretty bad about restarting too, but if we can really talk our way through this entire cavern system, then I think it would probably take us less than 5 minutes to be back at this point again.
No, we aren't going to do it. That toilet paper makes a good point. Never restart. Although we have to pay better attention to what we're doing from now on. Right?
Yeah, but we are playing a game. We're trying to create content. And
we are not. We're playing the game.
And we are yeah, okay, but we're talking to people. We're interacting. I'm trying to read chat, listen to what you say.
Then they say don't do it, so we shouldn't do it.
Then we don't. It is decided then.
It has been decided. Not a character mistake when items disappear with bug though, but either decision is fine. Yeah, well, the other thing is that we could have not gotten the negative shard, right?
So how did we get it?
I think we got it from this O guy in the Smoldering Corpse Bar. Or from someone in the Smoldering Corpse Bar at least.
Wow.
I don't know if we would have always gotten it, but we could have not talked to him, so it isn't mandatory to have that item. So, no, let's continue. We saved the game. We're going through with it.
Okay. The buried village.
When I first played Baldur's Gate 2, we had a problem where an item that we had somehow was corrupted, and we had to spawn in that item. That's another option. Even more cheaty. So we aren't going to do that, by the way. Do you know the thing where if you import a party from Baldur's Gate 1 into Baldur's Gate 2 and you pause right when the game is starting, that you can drop all your inventory into one of the chests that's there, and then you can pick it up because the cinematic that ensues deletes your previous loot, but if you move it to a chest before that starts, your loot is stored in those chests, which breaks the game, of course, but because you can enter some great gear in Baldur's Gate 1. So,
I'm just walking through the buried village. Uhir is the first named character that I see. Oh, we are being attacked.
By whom?
By the village thug.
That's what it feels like, bastard.
Give me back my negative thing, E. It's funny that
I have this feeling about Sigil that almost all of its things though. You just don't notice after a while.
Yeah.
At least the hive does.
Alright, let's talk to you. This sour-faced, middle-aged man starts when you approach him and reaches for his belt. Finding no weapon there, he simply backs away from you. You can see that beneath his collector's robes, his lower legs and forearms are swathed with filth-encrusted bandages. What ya want?
Just the answers to some questions.
He nods, but says nothing.
Who are you?
To start it off.
Name's Uhir, so it is. He spits as if it mattered down here.
Alright, I had some other questions for you.
He
Funny
nods.
thing is that now suddenly the option is where is Pharod has disappeared. We are so close to him.
Yeah.
You are covered in bandages. What happened to you?
Well, I got bit up a bit by a ghoul down below while I was looking about for stuff to sell off.
Down below?
He nods his head. Down in the catacombs where all the debtors is. Say, you going down there anytime?
Perhaps. Why?
'Cause I lost my lucky knife, he grunts angrily, stomping his foot. He's been with me for years, right here. He points to an empty sheath on his belt.
What happened to it?
I was poking about in the catacombs below and ran smack into a ghoul. Must have been a straggler, 'cause there's usually more than one. He bit at my face, so I've covered up with my arms and stabbed it in the eyes. It dropped and bit at me leg for a while before I shaked the piker off and made it back up here.
Quite a story. I'll bring back your knife if I see it down there.
Updated my journal.
Would ya? I'd be grateful, so I would. It's got me name carved into the handle.
I'm glad to help. Before I go, let me ask some questions. No, sir, no payment necessary. Please keep your money to yourself. What are you doing?
Waiting for
That's
my
so
wounds.
strange.
Waiting for my wounds to heal up so I can make another run down below. I sells the stuff I found down here.
Is Australia just behind that door? That's all I wanted to know. Farewell.
Are you from the land down under?
Down under.
Okay, I think this whole this whole killing our way through the halls has made us stupider because we get less and less conversation options.
So we are in a buried village. Pharod is probably the head of the house,
Yeah.
and apparently there are catacombs here. So which are the catacombs? Is that where these guys are standing in front of? Or?
So look. We got Oyo the Leatherhead's home. We got Martha the Seamstress's home. We got Quint's shop. We got the entrance to Pharod's court. And then I'm willing to bet that this here is the entrance to the catacombs. But it doesn't show.
What are they all saying?
Hey! Bar. Okay, that's a named character. Let's just go over and talk to him.
Yeah, let's talk to him.
You see
Let's not kill him.
You can, yeah, you.
You see a massive human dressed in a cast-off patchwork clothing and drinking of old ale. He is truly huge. It's obvious he was chosen for this job for his brawn, not his brains. What do you want?
What lies beyond the gate?
I have to wait now for a second. The guard looks at you for a moment and sneers. Your mother's bad chambers. We got to keep the gate down, cause the traffic was getting to be too much, you know. He roars with laughter. Bike off before you join the debtors down below.
Just answer some more questions for me.
What do you want this time, Dan?
Who are you?
None of your damn business, Frankie. Bike off.
I don't think he's going to give us much information, but let's assume that
He does.
the catacombs are there.
Well, let's give him let's get all the conversations options. We have.
Yeah, he's stupid, so he might
Yeah, betray something.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? Washing your underclothes? Get out of here, you stupid bag.
No, we are the stupid ones here. That's. Yeah. No. Yeah. I could say I'd like to go down there.
Yeah, we can go down there to
That's the only option we haven't
get
tried.
a knife.
But we don't even know if it's the catacombs. We're just assuming that it is. But let's say I'd like to go down there.
Let's just do it. Let's push that red button. The guard glances at you, then shakes his head. Yeah. We're all just begging to go down there. Look, you definitely ain't from around here, Pykov. So,
Fine.
we didn't, which means we didn't get the main quest.
The main quest to go down the catacombs.
Yeah.
You mean? No, we ruined everything by killing our way into this place.
Oh well, I think we are getting our main quest here, right?
Buried villager. So who was this?
She's a buried villager.
Yeah. You see a haggard woman, her care-lined face showing every scar the years have left upon her. Her eyes are knowing and tired, and she sniffles as she speaks. What is it you're wanting from me?
Just the answers to some questions.
Go on. What did you want to know?
Who are you?
Who I am? She laughs bitterly. Might as well ask for a grain of sand's name, cutter, because that's about as important as I am.
That's an uplifting viewpoint. I had some questions.
Go on. What did you want to know?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? Why, just trying to eke out a hard-scrabble life under Rackpicker Square and steering clear of those who put me here in the first place. That's what I'm doing.
Ah, thanks. Thanks. Farewell.
No, you have to really appreciate that she's telling us all of this when we just walked into her home without any reason.
It's true. It is so true. So there's a whole bunch of junk here. And a named character. What's this? A small candle is giving off an anemic light. Okay.
So I'm doing him again.
Yeah, sure.
You see a burly man with a slack jaw. A spark of intelligence is, in his eyes, little more than a brief flare.
So I thought you did such a great job with the guard.
Yeah.
Who are you?
He blinks at you. I am but a poet.
Who are you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Ojo, I had some questions for you.
No. It's Ojo.
Tell me about yourself again.
Ojo.
He's right. Oh,
Alright, that answers some other questions for me. What are you doing?
Ojo.
Gog. He stops abruptly and begins massaging his hand.
Examine his hand.
Dum, dum, dum. There's a small inflamed scab on the skin. As you watch, he peels the scab away again.
What happened to your hand?
Bit.
Who bit you, Ojo?
Ojo.
He looks at the wall and looks back at you.
Man in wall.
There's a man in the wall.
He looks at the wall, then looks back at you.
What wall is he in?
He points at the wall. You notice a small hole in it. Upon closer examination, you see that the hole is ragged, as if it has been chewed out by a rat.
This looks like it was chewed by a rat.
He nods.
Alright, I had some other questions about the man in the wall. What does the man in the wall say?
Tells about crying stone place. Tell stories. I tell stories too.
Stories about what?
Well,
He looks at the wall and falls silent.
Alright then. What does the man in the wall look like?
Yeah. That's the man in the wall.
small, red eyes, hairy.
I hate to break it to you, Oyo, but this man sounds like he's a rat.
You got my name right.
He nods. Okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's ask him about the people of the village.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, here we go.
yeah, let's start with Marta. Let's ease him up. Ease him up.
Ease him up.
Scary witch.
Alright then, tell me about some of the others. For example, Gris.
Ghost Rider. His eyes narrow suddenly.
How do you know he's dead? Is that one
How
of?
do we know who Gris is?
Is that one of the guys
Uh,
that? Is that one of the guys we killed upstairs?
Oh, could be.
Man in wall told me.
What did he tell you?
Is there?
Yeah, makes
There is
sense.
Gris. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. Where's Chris? Yeah, in crying place. Okay.
In crying place.
You mean the Weeping Stone Catacombs?
Oh, those are here. Well, we suddenly can make a lot of assumptions about this, you know?
Yeah,
Good
it's
talk.
great talk.
He nods.
Yeah. Good talk.
I had some other questions.
Oh, yo.
What can you tell me about the people of the village, and who's Quint, for example? Who's
I want to know
Quint?
about Quint as well.
Quint.
Quint.
That was revealing.
Yeah, so who is Quint?
Quint.
Yeah, Quint.
Quint.
Yeah, that's Quint. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Who is he?
Oh, I have to improvise now.
Okay. No, never mind.
Yeah, no, I can do this.
No, it's gone. The moment is gone.
Quint. Quint not friend. Quint not friend.
Where's Pharod?
Bear. Odd.
Hey, I've been close
Now we
with
know
my
how we have
pronunciation.
to pronounce it.
I the way I pronounced it, I assume. Pharod. Pharod. I just put the
You put two and two together.
yeah. True. I had some other questions.
And if people are joining us right now,
Yeah.
what are they thinking?
That we are I don't know. Okay, tell me about the catacombs.
No dog strangers.
He looks away from you, rubbing his hand.
All right.
Well, yeah, we had the conversation options. Can we
Yeah.
go look at the...
Tell me about the buried village then. Okay.
No, okay.
Yeah, all right, farewell.
Can we see the eyes in the wall? The eyes in the wall?
The wall looks
Okay.
collapsed. I don't know.
Can you move over? Well, the tab option doesn't do anything, right?
No, it just shows me rags. And shows me displays. Riddled with holes. Just the entire wall is riddled with holes. Okay, let's get out. This is just a waste of time.
Done.
No, it's
Yeah, we're getting to know-
conversations.
It's conversation.
It's conversation.
Here's Marta.
So chat.
Okay, great.
What kind of number would you attribute to the quality of our voice acting? I'll be honest. Be honest. You know, we are native English speakers, so
All right.
just doing our best.
So there's, she's been called a witch, and there's a whole bunch of body parts in her house. So this will be interesting, Marta.
5 out of 7.
It's great. It's on a Likert. Is it on a Likert scale then?
4, 5, 20, 20, 22.
You see a
So
block.
that's
You see a blockish woman dressed in a heavy burlap robe. She lumbers about the room, her joints popping as she bends over to pick up objects from various tables. Her hair is bound back from her head with a bone hairpin, as she has a sour, curt-faced expression. She's mumbling to herself in a sing-song voice.
It's about a 7.2 that he's given us out of 10, so that's okay.
That's great. It is a 5 out of
Thank you so
7.
much.
It was already great. You didn't have to do the math to know that. Thank you,
Yeah.
Infinite Oregano.
I do
Or
math
should we say
automatically.
oregano?
Well, we can call it anything we like. Greetings. Sorry.
The woman
back to
doesn't
the
appear to hear you. Instead, she stumbles back to one of the long tables and begins picking at one of the corpses.
Come on now.
She clicks her teeth.
Don't be all difficult on Marta. He's being difficult, isn't he, Marta? Yes, he is.
Watch what she is doing.
From what you can see, it looked like she's digging teeth out of the corpse's mouth, with only her hands and fingernails. When that doesn't work, she pulls out a splintered wooden chisel and a mallet and twacks at the gums until the tooth snaps free, then puts it into a bag at her waist.
What are you... Oh, what are you doing?
Marta leaps away from the corpse, startled, and gives a piercing shriek. Ah! She catches her breath, then hisses angrily at the corpse on the table.
If that you were not, you might have said something earlier, false corpse. Nasty corpse, yes. Have you no shame?
We can throw our voice.
Can you actually throw your voice?
Preparing.
Can you throw your voice?
I can at least, no, I cannot do it, especially not on this one. But I can project my voice.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
In a certain way. But I think I have to be a bit louder for that. So let's see if we can do it without waking up my kids. Mm-hmm.
You are the one who should be ashamed. Knocking out my teeth like that? Have you no respect for the dead?
Normally this would carry, but...
Yeah, I understand. Marta puts her hands on her hips and puffs up indignantly.
Like you get for your teeth, all rotted and scored and syrup brown. Wonder these hadn't plopped out of your bone box.
She scratches her head.
Isn't that right, Marta? Aye, all rot and gone they are.
Oh, you will be punished for your evil teeth-taking, Marta. I shall haunt you until the end of your days.
Ha! You's heard this, Marta, do yous?
Marta's face crunches up like a wrung rag.
I hears it, Marta, I hears it.
With a grunt, she starts pounding the corpse with her fists, making meaty thwacks with every hit.
Haunt me, will you? Take this and this.
Oh, stop. I will haunt you no longer. Forgive me.
I think Jasper, I mean, I don't want to assume anything, but I think Infinite Oregano has just upped his score to a 6 out of 7 for this performance. But
I was thinking about 5.5 at least, but...
Yeah, 5.5 at the very least.
Cannibal Jadders.
Marta takes a deep breath and lets the chisel fall to her side.
That's more like it, eh, Marta? Yes, corpse quiet, yes.
So shall we do the option 1 now, then?
Yeah, of course.
I am the one who spoke, not the corpse.
Marta squints and turns.
Hey, how'd you get over there so fast?
She mumbles to herself.
Marta, how did she do that? No glimmer.
His grave baits. Oh, hey, Morty.
This grave baits blind and near death. Oh, this grave baits... this grave baits blind and near death.
Marta that's me, man. That's me.
Marta.
Yeah, Marta's still mumbling to herself something about corpses and gratitude,
4.5 here.
which you don't quite catch. Yeah, we lowered our score on that one again.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Updated my journal.
Marta, did one asks who I was? Aye, he did.
She starts humming.
Nobody but mine. I am Marta the seamstress. Martha the seamstress. Martha the seamstress. She turns away, back to the corpse, singing her name to herself.
What are you doing?
Martha turns
I
back.
don't remember any of this, by the way.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's like you're playing it for the first time.
Yeah.
Martha turns back to the corpse with a huff. I'm trying to get this Burke to give up his stitches and his theories. And he isn't recuperating. No. She wags her finger as if lecturing a small child. Stubborn as stone, isn't he, Martha? She pouts. Yes, he is.
So you sound like a constipated golem.
Yeah,
Golem.
that's what I'm. That's exactly what I'm going for.
Well, that's pretty good.
Stitches and TVs? What are you talking about?
Got to pull the stitches out, the thieves. Hey, Martha, perhaps you could give me a hand. I have been giving you a hand, old Batty. No need to take that tone with me. Pulling out the stitches. Pulling out the stitches and thieves, yes. And the thingies inside.
Thingies inside?
I don't know, Infinite Orifano. I don't know.
But what's the last time you played this game, Jasper? How many years ago was this? That you did a full playthrough?
21 years.
Well, you're forgiven.
I remember most of it, though.
Morty, it's your turn.
I think she means organs. I hope she means organs.
Thingies.
Morty turns to Martha. Yes, thingies. He then turns to you. It's all semantics.
Yeah, you can continue.
Martha, why are you pulling out the corpse's teeth and stitches?
Updated my journal.
Put them aside, Martha. That's what I does here. She scratches her head. Hey, Martha, we do. Stitchy thread and teethies are precious. Can be turned into jink. Strip the corpses we bring ya, they tell Martha. Pulls out teethies, stitches, thingies inside the corpse. Strip 'em cold and we'll sell them to the Dusties.
Sell all the corpses to the Dusties.
Yeah, I think 21 years. I think it was 1999. So, can that be? This game is from 1999, right?
Yeah,
Because I think I bought it
89.
pretty soon after it was released in the Netherlands, at least, because I saw it and I thought, I have to have this, and then I couldn't play it for a while because my computer couldn't handle it due to a strange system bug, and that system bug, because I wanted to play this, I got into MS-DOS. I really had to go into the MS-DOS prompt and everything to figure everything out, and finally I got it by sheer intuition how to fix my computer so that it would work again to play this game. And then when I finally got it to work, I ran down to my father's office, nearly crying because I was so excited about this, and he was had some kind of meeting in his office, which I totally blundered into, and I couldn't really express what was happening to me in front of the man sitting there. So not my father, the other man. So I walked away again after having said, "Papa," which was really strange. Anyway, that's the story about how I got to play Planescape Torment.
Martha frowns. Did we not say we'd be selling them, Martha? Her frown deepens and she shakes her head. Aye, Martha, we did. Dusties buy buddies, but we takes all we can first.
Who tells you to strip the corpses?
Fat-faced gimme back Quint. The other crutch, hobble, crutch, Pharod. Isn't that right, Martha? She gives a queer smile and nods. It is, Martha.
What do they do with the things you dig out of the corpses?
Sell for shinies.
I see. Can I ask you some other questions?
Did the one say questions, Marta?
Marta blinks, then frowns.
Aye, Marta, he said such, for he wears the asking look on him, he does.
Marta, I have this great idea. Can you dig in my body to find anything?
Red button, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it.
I was looking at the... I hadn't seen the options yet, so you want number 4. Yeah. Yeah, let's have her dig around in her body, man.
Yeah. Oh, so much fun.
I would love for Marta to dig around in my body. Marta squints at you.
Then nods. Marta can do that, can't you, Marta? Yes, you can.
You have played Baldur's Gate, so that's an older game, that toilet paper. I'm not going to watch this.
Well,
Marta is studying you, as if looking for the best place to crack you open.
Let's try the stomach, shall we?
Let's try the stomachs, shall we?
You lie upon the table and Marta stands over you, a rusty knife at the ready. There's a stabbing pain as she slices into your abdomen, then cuts brutally downwards in a saw-like motion, exposing your innards. Despite the pain, you watch in morbid fascination as she lifts up your stomach.
Watch.
Your vision slowly returns to see Marta standing over you, shaking her head.
Nothing found, eh, Marta?
She shakes her head.
No, nothing, Marta. No luck. Should we try again?
How about my ribcage?
You lie upon the table and Marta stands over you, a chisel and a mallet at the ready. There's a sharp crack as she splits your ribcage open, and you choke back your screams as she begins to fish in your lungs. As you try and gasp for air, you go numb and then black out from the pain. Fall into darkness. Your vision slowly returns to see Marta standing over you, shaking her head.
Nothing found, eh, Marta?
She shakes her head.
No, nothing, Marta. No luck. Should we try again?
Intestines. Anything could be lodged in there.
You lie upon the table and Marta stands over you, a rusty knife at the ready. There's a stabbing pain as she slices into your abdomen, then cuts brutally downward in saw-like motion, exposing your innards. Despite the pain, you watch in silent, morbid fascination as she plunders your organs, humming to herself. Ah! There's a wrenching pain as Marta lifts up the ropey mess of your intestines, blood and other fluid streaming from it.
Look at this, Marta. Look at this. I see. Cut there.
Marta makes a small deft incision in the side of one of your intestines, and you hear a thing as something small and metallic strikes the floor.
Updated my journal.
Aren't you going to do the irk?
I did it.
Oh, I didn't hear it, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Probably the sound of the video game that was overpowering your voice there.
Maybe.
Okay. Marta then dumps the soupy mess back into your torso, then reaches down, picks up the object, a ring, it appears, and she flicks it to you.
Pretty, eh, Marta? She nods. Yes, Marta, one shouldn't swallow such a thing. No.
Thanks. Was there anything else?
Marta shakes her head. Nothing more nothing, eh, Marta? Should we try it someplace else, Marta?
Kick open my skull, if you would.
You lie upon the table, and the
Why
last
can't
thing
I
you see
remember this part? Why
is
can't I
Martha standing
remember
over
this?
you, chisel and mallet at the ready. There's a sharp crack, and you scream as everything goes black.
Updated my journal.
Your vision slowly returns to see Martha standing over you, shaking her head.
Nothing found, eh, Martha?
She shakes her head.
No, nothing, Martha. No luck. Should we try again?
No, I had some other questions though. I just want to see the look on the con's face.
Yeah, he's probably...
He's puking in some corner of his room.
If he hasn't already left the room, because...
So,
Alright.
pulling out the corpse's teeth and stitches. Can I rest here? You pull stitches out of corpses. Can I buy some needle and thread from you? Yeah, the con is like,
Yeah.
rolling eyes. Yeah.
She seems confused.
Bye, Jink, ain't you here to pick some up? That's what you're here for, ain't you? To pick up the thread, the bones, you rattling teethies.
No, I'm not here to pick them up, but I'll buy some from you.
She stares at the coins in your hand as if not sure what to make of them.
Shiny, shiny, shine.
She frowns.
What did they once again, Martha?
She mumbles.
Martha, what did they want?
I see what you have.
A glass eye. What does it do? The glass eye is a poor replacement for a real one. The wearer's depth perception is impaired while this eye is worn. -1 to damage with all attacks. -1 to taco.
Well, that's cool that they sell that, but we will never buy it.
No.
Teeth of the Viper.
Teeth of the Viper. What does it do? 2 to 7 piercing damage. Enchanted +1. Special poisons target. Immunity to poison. Speed 2. Weight 1. Proficiency fists. Usable only by Morty. These teeth appear to be a set of hollow fangs, much like those of a viper. Although long removed from their original host, the teeth still drip poison from their sharp tips. Chips!
So it gives an immunity to poison.
Yeah.
Well, it's enchanted, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good extra set of teeth, right?
This is a very good extra set of teeth, but is it worth 800 jinkies?
Well, we've got 1482, so we have to postpone the tattoos again. We buy it. We can't sell anything.
Let's check what kind of upgrade it would be. No, there's nothing. No, there's nothing she wants from us. Shall we check?
What's up?
Yes, we shall. So how's my sound? Because I'm now talking through my headset mic.
I think it's fine. It sounds a bit more direct, less echoey, but also, I don't know. I usually hear sound quality more when I'm mastering the sound before it hits the YouTubes. So it's not.
This does about the same thing, except that it doesn't grant immunity to poison, and it doesn't poison.
No, but this one we can change. Sort of.
Yeah, from damage type, but not at a poison type.
True. Well, we can remember that she has it and come back for it later.
I don't know if we can come back here.
Let's buy it now, man.
Yeah, let's buy it.
Let's buy it. Let's what? Who are we kidding? Like, what are we else? Yeah. What are we going to do with all that jink?
Buy tattoos.
Oh my god, did we already?
6. Option 6.
Oh yeah. Buy.
Yep.
Should we buy needle and thread? Yeah. Okay. Can we rest here?
Marta home, Marta sleeps here. You can sleep if you want. Yes, I don't think Marta have a problem, does you, Marta?
She shakes her head.
No, no, Marta, it doesn't if you doesn't.
Very well.
At least we have a spot to sleep, so that's okay.
Yeah, we're going to identify that mallet that we have been carrying around. Spell. Club of Nettles. 1 to 6 crushing, causes confusion. Taco +2, usable only by thieves. Okay, the club seems to be made from some sort of prickly plant. Small thorns adorn the head of the club and can easily be broken off. This particular club is one of the more favored weapons of thieves. Upon making a successful hit on an opponent, tiny barbed thorns lodge into the skin and cause the victim to become disoriented for a brief period of time. This allows the thief time to safely rob and escape the victim. Okay, so it's not that interesting. No.
Oh well, it's pretty good, but we aren't a thief.
Do we have any interesting items?
We could at least take our blood gloves.
We are carrying our intestines as an item now.
Well, that's okay then.
She literally gave us our... That's cool.
Put the blood gloves on your
Hey.
quick item bar.
Yeah.
And then equip the other thief.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, here.
Hey. Hey.
But you have selected Ingress as thief again.
Thief of the Viper. Or it's not
Yeah,
selected.
but the other one was selected.
Yeah,
now-
okay.
now-
Oh, yeah.
no.
Because I clicked on it after. Yeah. You're totally
Okay,
right.
cool. I
So-
know.
He's not wearing. He has his armor. He's not wearing a weapon.
He's wearing his. Yeah, he is wearing his.
Oh yeah,
he's,
yeah.
wearing
It's
very
blade.
cool
So
weapon.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to. Yeah.
I think in the near future we should be talking to him again and to Mortar, by the way.
Endure in enduring.
Not this session. I think this session we should do other things.
Okay.
All right.
Then so we've used the identify spell. So we're just going to.
We still have to meet so many cool playing player characters, group mates. Oh, we're done here, right?
Yeah, I'm just doing. Just do this. Just do this.
Rest twice.
So how is it all going in the?
Chat is a bit.
A bit more silent,
They're
but
just enjoying us, I think.
it was a pretty disgusting
Gone.
thing that we just had. Yeah. Okay, let's enter this place. So, go in. Buried villager.
Done.
You take this one.
You see a ragged man, clad in patchwork clothes. He reeks of smoke and trash and has a yellowish cast to his skin. He looks askew at you. What do you want from me, Cutter?
Just the answers to some questions.
Make it fast, Cutter. I got mouths to feed.
Who are you?
Mouths to feed. Ain't important, Cutter. Slipped twixt the cracks too long ago. Or maybe that was me there. One way or another, I'm just another one trying to make a living any way I can.
Alright, I have some other questions for you. What are you doing? Okay, same thing. You don't have to wait for
Trying
that.
to make a living. What's it look like? Only I keep getting asked questions and it's stopping me from that. You done yet?
Forget it then. Farewell.
New taunts, boss.
Is that true?
No, just saying it.
No, we should. We are level up, by the way.
Oh, we are? Oh, okay, cool.
With the nameless one. Okay, so let's hit that level up button. Spell memorization abilities have increased. 0 characteristic points gained. 1 hit points gained. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Oh no, that's how it works.
1?
Yeah, because we already got this level as a fighter.
Ah,
So
yeah,
that's where we
that's the
have our
same
hit
thing.
points.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think a fighter gives you the best hit points, and then you get 2 for every thief level and 1 for every mage level. So you are far exceeding the normal number of spells you would get. Let's do an icy knife. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, is that Pharod's place? No, that's
No,
Quint's
there was one
shop.
other kip.
Yeah.
A shop.
A shop. Yes. Shop.
Is this the shop where we can sell everything we don't want?
I hope so. You
Please.
you see a short, fat-faced man who's covered in filth and grime. He smells bad and his teeth are rotten. He wheezes as he looks you up and down and says, "I'm Quint. You knew?"
Who wants to know? Well, Quinn does. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Me. You knew?
Yes.
He looks at you suspiciously. You selling or trading, eh?
Yes.
His eyes narrow even further. Dealing, eh? With me or everybody, Burke? Which, eh?
With you.
Just me? Me, eh?
I do the talking void thingy. Deadly toilet paper. Deadly toilet paper says, "Do any of the other guys in your group stream on this channel besides?" No. We have this show, and then I have talking void, for which I have a guest every other week. Which this week will be Jin, who plays Solving in the Precipice, of course. So.
Yes.
But maybe soon
I
we'll
have
be getting a guest.
I have in the past so I've in the past done some live streams on random times when it just felt like it and played the Banner Saga Part 1, which is one of my favorite games ever made. And I intend to do that as well any day now. Or not tomorrow, because tomorrow is Talking Void with Jasper and Jin. But maybe on a Thursday or something. I'm still thinking about it. But I really want to continue my playthrough of the Banner Saga. Also, I have Homeworld still lying around that I desperately want to play on a random stream night.
Yeah. So in private, I play a lot of cities skylines, but I'm not feeling like streaming that because I don't think I can talk about that for hours.
I think I watched when it just came out. I think Day 9 streamed City Skylines, and I loved it, and I really wanted to play it, but I didn't have a PC that would run it. And then it came out on PS4, and I sort of had forgotten about it, and then I got it, I think, through PlayStation Plus or something. Played it for an hour and then quit because on console it's just not as intuitive to build stuff. Anyway,
yes, just with you.
That's so, eh? Let's deal, eh?
And we have some other things that we would like to do, but we also have to find the time between our day jobs and everything.
Yeah, day
and
jobs,
families.
Other hobbies like bands.
And normal D&D evenings. You know, I'm running free parties as well, so. I don't know how I do it sometimes. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sell.
Yes, we can sell.
Sell. Cranium red tails.
Finally.
We should give. No, it doesn't matter, right? We can. Yeah, done. All of them.
No. Maybe because no,
No?
don't sell those.
Okay.
Because maybe when you sell a lot of them, the guy will get very happy or something, you know?
Sure. Oh, we forgot to check out the twisted ring. That's probably the ring that they found in our body.
No, I can tell you that toilet paper. I work at a library where I am a manager, and I lead 9 libraries. The teams of 9 libraries are under my control, so to say, and I'm responsible for the communication with the city council and the press and everything in my hometown.
And I'm a researcher. I worked until a month ago at the university here in Ghent, Belgium, as a cognitive neuroscientist, researcher, doing some research of the brains. Should we sell the club of nettles, Jasper? Since we have no teeth?
No, because well, we still have no feet.
Yeah, I know.
We have to think of the future.
That's why I asked. But is it so powerful then that we need it?
It'll probably be better than the first weapon the thief has that joins our party. Not sure though.
Sure.
And
bronze ring, copper ring, bronze ring. High quality stiletto.
But if I could ever do this as a job, I would certainly do it, of course.
Yes, me too. Bribe hard, jagged knife.
So press that subscription button. No, you only have to do it when you feel like it.
Okay, so we sold a whole bunch of stuff. Published some research in his libraries. I have published research. I have a couple of first author papers and others. Are they in your library, Jasper? I guess not.
No.
I don't know if you guys have some digital academic library or something.
We can get papers and everything from libraries if our members ask about them, I think. Well, that's another kind of eye.
Yeah, angleless eye. Special. +1 to armor class versus missile attacks. -1 to armor class versus crushing attacks. +10 detect traps. At first glance, this glass eye seems a poor replacement for a real one. However, when inserted into an empty socket facing inwards, its power awakens. Through the eye dulls the wearer to colors and sights. It increases his awareness of angles and shapes, giving the wearer great accuracy with weapons and giving him a greater chance of dodging incoming missile attacks. Furthermore, mechanical traps stand out to the wearer's vision, making it easier to spot and disarm them. So if we were still a thief, I would have bought it, but we are not.
Probably never going to be a thief, so...
No. Charm of infinite recall.
That's the identify thing.
Yeah. So we sold a bunch, and there's nothing.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah. So let's go.
So what's your job, that toilet paper? Feel free to share, but if you don't feel free, don't share, of course. Are you making deadly toilet paper? That would be my first question. Really.
That would be a very impressive job.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now I just hope that whatever it is, he says that he makes deadly toilet paper. I just work in retail.
I worked in retail.
Yeah, me too.
I worked in retail till 2.5 years ago. I was the manager of
Grady rats! More Grady rats!
All right.
a big. I was a store manager really, and I had a team of about 8 under me, and we sold mobile phones and internet and everything. Yeah, well, so the names are misleading, Infinite Oregano.
Software developer. So funny thing, just mentioned that I'm into in research, and I have been for the past more than 10 years. But I'm actually going to switch profession, and I'm going to be
I'm gone.
involved in software development. So
Because that's what you do.
there's a apparently.
Let's go to Pharod, right? Oh, there's another home.
Yeah, let's do.
Done.
Do you make food-related software, though, is my next question then.
Yeah, so I'm a philosopher from. I studied philosophy at the University of Nijmegen here in the Netherlands, and then and did the honors program. But then I really wanted to leave that world behind, and I came into a different flow in my life, and I started working as a seller of goods in a telecom store. Then I worked my way up somewhat, and now I'm working for a library because of some live events.
Hey,
I really
Animal
wanted to,
Sentinel is back as well.
Hey, Animal Sentinel. Well, the whole gang is here. And then we're just walking past Pharod.
Yeah. We're going
The
to
old
talk.
poor man with his crutch. I became manager, and then, well, through some live events, I wanted to do more social, community-based job, and so, yeah, I've studied philosophy, yeah, and I came to work at the library as a manager there, and now I have currently I have 9 librarians under my control, and a team of
Control.
130. Well, control, yeah. I don't know how to say it otherwise. 130 employees, so. Of which 30 I manage directly, so to say. But the library business is a strange business. It's very busy, for one. You never notice this when you go into a library, but behind the scenes it's so busy. Yeah, which is fun, and you get to do all kinds of stuff that I've never done before, and yeah, makes me a better person, I think. So,
Alright. Yeah, let's.
we are at the point where we finally meet Pharod.
Yes, here he is.
So glad to see you free in chat. I'm really enjoying this. Who's doing him?
I
Go
think
on.
we said that you were doing him, right?
Oh yeah. Before you is an elderly man leaning heavily upon a crutch. His left leg is twisted as if he tried to walk 2 directions at once and paid the price. His maggoty-colored skin is bunched heavily upon his skull and is flecked with liver spots. He is mumbling and smacking his lips as his eyes make a circuit of the room.
Greetings.
It is.
Why is he not doing this? Ah, that's why. My bad. Greetings.
Updated my journal.
Aha! The man's eyes light up as he hears your voice. "'Tisn't my steady crop of jink come to Pharod's waiting arms again? Greetings, corpse!" He smiles a wicked grin. "Have you come to ask Pharod for another jaunt into the mortuary walls?"
Ooh. This is we could go for option 3, which we try, and it seems like we are trying to deceive him, like we know stuff that we don't know. Or the arrangements on.
But normally it would say lie before that, right?
That's true. So this would literally be like, yes, Pharod, return me to the mortuary.
Chick bomb back to the.
Is
I
that
don't know
is
for
that
sure,
what it
but,
is?
could be. Could be. Who
Well, let's
knows?
go for option 1 then.
Yeah.
Pharod,
As you
I've come.
see, Animal Sentinel, we are finally at Pharod.
Yeah. Pharod, I've come for information. I've been told that you know something about me.
No, something about you? The light in Pharod's eyes dims. He studies you, mumbling slightly as his eyes flicker up and down your frame. Corpse? No? Yes? His eyes meet yours. Ah, no.
Pharod, what is it?
Pharod is studying you with a dead even gaze. Tisn't the mummer's fair, Corpse? No time for games, no time for Pharod to play the wheel. What are you asking such questions for?
Truth?
Yes, of course.
I have forgotten myself, and I was told to seek you out, that you would know something of me.
Eh? Pharod licks his lips. They make a rasping sound, like dry parchment on sand. Now, who told you such a thing, Corpse?
Well, no one told me exactly. There were these tattoos on my back. They told me to seek you out, if I ever forgot myself.
Ah, so little said, so much told. Pharod falls silent, and suddenly you have a feeling that Pharod is dissecting you, like a corpse on a mortuary slab. I know much you would know. Much, yes, much indeed. Pharod smiles slowly, the folds of his flesh on his face peeling back like a curtain.
What do you know of me?
Pharod licks his lips, then settles himself upon his crutch like a vulture. No, not free. The questions you ask. His pasty white hands tap the edge of his crutch. Much I can tell you, but the telling has a cost.
Go on, Pharod.
Pharod taps the flagstones with his crutch and sneers. This village is not all that lies buried beneath Ragpicker Square.
Yes.
Chambers, vaults, corridors filled with the dead, all asleep in their coffins. Somewhere in those halls, somewhere there's something misplaced. Something mine.
What is it?
A small thing, a trinket, such a trifle. As Pharod speaks, his words start echoing, as if two people were speaking. You know you've heard them before, from your own lips.
It's a sphere, made of bronze, ugly, feels like an egg to the touch, and it smells of rotten custard. Am I right?
Pharod falls deathly silent for a moment, then nods. Yes. How much do you hide from me, Corpse? He chuckles. Did you return to see if I remember what it was I wanted? So I'm trying to do the Baldur's Gate 1 movie voice-over voice when I talk the main text.
Do you know where this sphere is?
Pharod's sigh is like shifting sand. And why do you suppose I ask you to look for it, Corpse? I do not know where it is. I know it's buried deep, far deeper than any villager has ever gone. Pharod tsk. It may be in the catacombs where the waters run deep. deep.
Why don't you get one of your collectors to search for it?
Because the corridors need no more dead from this village. Pharod. That's difficult. Strong, fast, clever. There are qualities my villagers do not have. They go below. They do not return. Pharod glances at you. Perhaps the dead will welcome your own. That's what I think, Corpse.
Very well, I will do it. But I want to know what I'm buying with this trinket.
There's a lot of knowing rattling around in my brain box, Corpse. He holds up his withered finger. One of them is this bit of wisdom. Everyone wants something, whether they know it or not. There's much I know about you, much that you would want to know.
Show more. Okay.
Are we going to threaten him or are we going to do the task? Like a good old boy.
Well, I guess we could do the task. I'm interested in going into the catacombs and I'm interested in this item. So
yeah.
For my own reasons, I would want to go through with the task.
Yeah, so let's do option 2 then.
Very well. I will see about finding this sphere for you in exchange for what you know.
Very well. A deal struck, a deal made. Pharod cracks his crutch sharply against the flagstones. A sphere for a peek inside my brain box. Now, Corpse, there's no time to waste. Go to the gate at the south and east and tell those slumbering fools to open it for you. Make haste, make haste.
Hold on a moment. I had some questions
Updated my journal.
before I leave.
Then ask. Pharod smacks his crutch on the cobbles, as if passing sentence. Come, Corpse. Time's short and so's my patience.
When I awoke in the mortuary, I was missing a journal. Do you know where it is?
Well, let's start with that one.
Yeah.
Pharod squints at you, the folds of flesh coming down almost over his eyes. A journal you had when we spoke last? Has it lost itself? Pharod chuckles dryly. These eyes have not seen it, but keep them peeled, I will. I would love to read such a magnificent work.
I had some other questions. When you greeted me, you said something about taking me on a jaunt to the mortuary. What do you mean?
You tell me, Corpse. Perhaps the Dusties that live there are more to your liking than some sweet-bosomed wench? Pharod taps his crutch on the floor, the cracking echoing through the court. Most forgiving of the Dusties to let you stride in and out there as you please, considering you don't have the decency to stay in a dead book.
I wanted to get into the mortuary, but why?
Pharod scoffs. Corpse, you were so bent to get in there. Now you spill that you don't even know why you'd want to go in there in the first place? Sometimes it's a wonder why the planes turn.
Never mind, I had some other questions. What is this place?
The most boring one for last. Pharod's eyes roll in his sockets, scanning across the ceiling, walls and the floor. This here's the ill-wind court. Not a name of my choosing, thank you kindly. And the keep outside this court is the buried village, Corpse.
What is the buried village?
Well, now, there's a story. Pharod licks his lips again, then shrugs. But to tell true, the story bores me. The short of it, it's a piece of the hive that got bricked over one day. A piece of Sigil got penned in the dead book.
What do you mean?
So cool. You know, them floating goat heads that serve the lady, them dabuses? Well, no matter if you do or not, they go all around fixing, breaking, burying buildings all the time. You follow?
Yes, go on.
Luckily we have that option. Well, as the chant goes, and the Dusty chant is too, being so old, them dabuses just damn well bricked over a section of the hive one day, and all bodies just forgot about it. Dump a lot of trash on it, and soon nobody even knows it's here. Pharod smiles. Wicked, no? A piece of Sigil's all forgotten?
How did you find it?
Pharod, I still have my eyes, Corpse, and I still have my ears, and when you have enough sense to tie the two together, then finding the dark of any matter is not as hard as some make it out to be. Pharod rubs his filthy cloak. Now, was there something else you wanted to pick my brain box about? You didn't come just to hear about this record, did you?
Let's see if there are any other questions I have for you.
My personal goal is to get a rating of 5.5 or higher from Infinite Oregano about our voice acting stuff.
I've heard you found a wealth of bodies, Pharod. Where do they come from?
I have an inkling.
Yeah, me too, but still.
Does a mage tell the secrets of his craft? So this with the collector. Pharod frowns, studying you. Perhaps I will tell you, but you must promise that it is for your ears only. He's thinking about it in chat, so.
Yeah, he's doing the lols. He's not. Yeah, vow. What I hear is for my ears only.
And Morta and Duckle.
Yeah, for my ears
and
only.
he taps his crutch again. Pharod flushes and he.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Pharod flushes and he taps his crutch against the ground. Collecting is as much a skill as any petty mageling can hold a copper too.
Pharod, finding a bunch of dead bodies and selling them can hardly compare to the study of magic.
Was it not skill that found this place? Pharod's voice rises to a bellow, and his fingers tighten around his crutch. It took sense to find this place. It did, and it took sense to make the most of it.
The buried village? Come on.
Updated my journal.
What is the secret of that?
Very well. Pharod taps the flagstones with his crutch and sneers. This village is not all that lies buried beneath Red Picker Square. Well, now we are getting into a loop.
Go on. Yeah.
Chambers, vaults, corridors. Pharod gives the faintest of smiles and his eyes gleam like gold. Places black as pitch, filled with weeping stones and their precious dead. All asleep in their coffins, sleeping. Oh, well, it's still new, this. So.
Yes, yeah. Where do all these dead come from?
Pharod fixes you with a lopsided stare. Corpse, everything dies. Life is so short, but death lasts for so very, very long. Many people, many deaths. His stare travels past you. Such a waste for their deaths. To be useless in a Dusty's arms, eh?
Updated my journal.
What do you mean?
Pharod smiles greedily. Not all the dead that goes to the mortuary gate is fed to the furthest corpse. The Dusties bury some of the dead in the city's bowels, under the village, so near, so close. It's such a place. I would have been a fool not to see opportunities. It's so cool.
So, you rob the catacombs of the dead the dustmen placed there, sell them back to the dustmen, and they bury them again?
Pharod nods, then chuckles slightly. The sound is like shifting sand. These catacombs are as deep as a Dusty's pockets.
Very clever, Pharod, is what I'm actually thinking. So that's what I'm going to But the first one seems to maybe continue the conversation, where the second option would probably take us back to the original questions.
So let's do the option 1, right?
Yeah, let's try that. Yes, he is exploiting an infinite loop.
And he's an environmentalist. I like that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as
Yeah, you
deep
know,
as the greed of men.
Oh, yes, Pharod sneers. And the greed of man is something that shall always be counted upon when naught else is left, eh?
Very clever, Pharod. I had some other questions. No questions. Farewell, Pharod.
So,
Level
level up.
Level up for Dakon.
What is the talking point for tomorrow? Nice you ask. Talking point will be about what kind of character do you really like to play and why. Though most of the answers till now have been, oh, this is my favorite character, and I don't mind that at all because that's what people want to talk to about when they ask when you ask them such a question. So it will probably mostly about that. And then we of course will be discussing the Precipice of Dream again, because we had such a cool Halloween session. I don't know if you viewed it, but I was dressed as a mermaid. Oh, spoilers. But now you have to go and watch, right?
My blade.
He actually was dressed up as a mermaid. That's the cool thing about it.
and Michelle was dressed up as Audrey, which was great as well.
Yeah, I was dressed up as my own character. But coconuts. Yeah,
coconuts.
literally coconuts.
Oh, you did see it.
Yeah. It was an awesome episode. I really liked it. I mean, I like all the episodes. I'm biased like that. But yeah, I would answer your question, Jasper, and I already answered it on Instagram as well. I would answer your question as what kind of characters do I like playing, which we talked about earlier, that I tend to play good characters, also in my video games. I tried to play Mass Effect as a renegade for so many times, and the first time you get a renegade option or a paragon option where you're just like, be nice to somebody or you punch them in the face, I'm like, no, I need to be nice to this person. I actually like it. This person did nothing wrong.
The first part of this show was unique because we went Murderhobo by accident.
Yeah.
But we never do this.
I shall serve.
The only Paragon options that I really there's a few options where I chose the Paragon options, but there I really felt that the person I was doing it to deserved it in Mass Effect. But so that's alignment wise. I don't really use alignment that much, but so I tend to play good characters. My other answer would be that I love, as in real life, I like versatility. I find lots of stuff in this world interesting, and I want to do and experience as much as I can. And the same thing goes for my D&D characters. So I tend to play versatile classes. I like to have all the options available and be able to do everything. So currently I'm playing a bard. Before that my usual go-to classes were things like cleric and druid. And also I almost always multi-class if I get a chance, because versatility is key. I feel like I like looking for combinations of different abilities, features, spells to try and find unique ways of dealing with situations.
For me, it's lawful, definitely, because I think that in real life I'm kind of a lawful person as well. I can do chaotic things, but when it comes to honor and everything, I'm more about that than
me too.
anything else.
In real life, I'm very duty bound, sort of. I have my own code and I stick to it, and very lawful.
Yeah, and well, if it's the alignment spectrum, then it's lawful good, you know. Yeah.
seeing and
yeah.
experiencing everything is the first priority, definitely. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's like...
When I played Bowen, last episode was a bit different, but no spoilers for those who haven't watched. Yeah, he's quite lawful and good in a sense.
Before we go
But,
into the catacombs, Jasper, and then we'll continue this conversation, but should we go back to old Mebbeth's house to check one last time to see... So are we going to make the trip back to old Mebbeth's house to see if Dakon's gear got dropped there? No? Okay.
No, let's just go inside.
Right, sorry. You were talking about
Bowen.
Bowen.
Yeah, he's... Oh, I so love that character because he's a combination of all kinds of people around me with I think of the strong sense of my own lawful nature. And the questions I have about life in general and about friendship and relations. So, yeah.
I really like my character Oldleaf as well. I've put a lot of their different things in that character that I can't really talk about because I want to keep lots of it a secret or a surprise or who knows. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Last episode was really good for me.
So the moment I enjoyed the most was when I had a conversation with Oldleaf, and I said something, and Oldleaf was taken aback, and I stopped reacting at that point. The fact that I stopped pushing and retreated from that conversation because I saw that it did something to her was a really special moment for me in that episode.
Do you want a piece of advice? Asks Animal Sentinel. There was something you can only do in this game at a certain point, and if you miss it, it is gone. So, I don't mind. I'm just trying to experience the game in its fullest. Jasper has played it before as well.
I'm glad that you ask, though.
Yes, it's very nice that you ask. So, Jasper, is it something... What's your idea? Because I'm taking your advice whenever you have some anyway. So for me, it doesn't really matter in this case if it's from you or from Animal Sentinel.
Well, I'm sensing some enthusiastic... what do you say? I feel some urge to let Animal Sentinel speak about this because I think he wants to...
Yes, give us the information then.
Just say it. Yeah. But yeah. Now I'm wondering what it is.
But yeah, what you were referring to, Jasper, before we continue with this, is that moment. What you said to Oldleaf really reflects a bunch of stuff that I've thought about for this character. And it was exactly the right thing to say. Say hello to the camera, little kitty. Hello.
Okay, I think I know what you're on about.
If you ever get trapped somewhere, you have to do this thing before you get released. Requires 16 plus charisma.
Oh, we have that.
We have that. We have all the charisma in the world.
We are the best at charisma.
Yeah, all the best. We have all the best charismas.
I think I know what you're referring to, if I get the trap part right.
Okay, so then I trust in your judgment, Jasper. Do we need to do something now, or can we enter the...
It's not now, right? It's when we get back to the upper section of the city.
Ow.
Or am I mistaken of what you meant?
Okay, it is somewhere ahead, not too far off.
Okay, let's see. Let's play, and when we get to that point, I don't know if we get to that point.
I don't
this
think we
episode.
get to that point this episode because it's already 10 past 11 here. I don't actually know where you guys are from. If you like to share that. So we live in Holland, and I currently live in Belgium, but I'm originally from Holland.
No, you're from the Netherlands.
Yeah, but not even. I'm from the Netherlands, the country, but I'm also from the province, South Holland. So I can actually say I'm
that's
from
true.
Holland.
You can say that. Yeah.
Norway, awesome.
England, Norway. Yeah.
1 hour behind in England. Yeah, so
So
sorry,
what do you think about our English?
sorry
Daily Toilet Paper?
sorry for all our bad English.
Yeah.
California.
California.
I love
Okay, cool.
California.
Yeah,
I
you
love
do?
England too. Like I want to go to Norway.
as well, Michel.
I love I love Scandinavia, but I've only been to Sweden, and I
me
love
as
the
well.
idea and what I see and know about Scandinavian lands like Norway or Iceland. But I've never been to Norway. Really love England. I've been to California for 2 weeks for a conference there and did a road trip from Los Angeles to San Francisco.
Cool.
It was awesome. Saw a bunch. Went to all the parks, Yosemite and stuff, and it was amazing. Beautiful piece of land you have there.
No, Norway as well. Went to Sweden though, so I have seen a bit of Scandinavia. I went to England to Kirby Hall, which is a reenactment. Well, Kirby Hall is a place, but we reenacted there with a lot of reenactors, and that was pretty cool. I think there were about 1,500 reenactors, and I did medieval times.
So I've been to England
was an
a
experience.
bunch, and I love, and my wife as well. We love London. We've been there a couple of times. So,
I've never
Pharod,
been to California. Yeah.
Pharod gave
Okay.
me his leave to go down to the catacombs. I need you to open the gate.
He swings open the gate. Oh yeah, well okay. Then get gone, Bug, and don't waste the time.
That's why I waited for you to read this one sentence. Okay, here we go. Oh, really? Oh, that's amazing. So I actually, with one of my previous bands, it was not my band, but I had the honor of playing bass in that band for one tour, and it was a tour through the UK. So we played London and Milton Keynes and Manchester,
Okay,
Leeds,
cool.
Glasgow. Yeah, that was
This is
awesome.
a different style.
Hmm?
This is suddenly is a different style.
These catacombs, yeah.
Yeah.
This grave has been
Yeah,
thoroughly
for some reason I
desecrated.
don't remember this at all, this part of the adventure. So
Oh.
strange. Can remember everything afterwards and
Was this too scary for you, Jasper?
I think
Did
so.
you
I
block
think
it
I
from
blocked
him?
it.
So
Yeah.
why are these circle patterns here? What's that?
And you can turn something and activate something.
Bird. The corpse is fairly fresh, within the last couple of weeks or so. Anyway, a large has been gnawed away by rat teeth. The forehead skin on the corpse looks
Think
like
of our podcasters.
You nudge it with your toe and it flops around bonelessly. Nothing useful here.
Nothing useful here.
Okay. Was I mumbling?
Yep.
Ow, my cat is just clawing me. You know the thing
That's
where
my
where they do this, the kneading. Oh. Okay.
The corpse lies motionless. No amount of prodding or poking induces it to say or do anything.
Guess it's not a zombie then. So never been live in England, never been to London. I mean, those things always sound crazy, but it's actually not that crazy. I mean, I live in Holland, and if I would or I live in Belgium now, but I am from the Netherlands. if I go on a holiday, I would not go to my own capital city. You know?
It depends where you live as well, but in the Netherlands, everything is close by. So
I mean, I've been in our capital city, but Amsterdam and The Hague, if you count our...
The Hague is not a city, though. It's a very large village. There's no city rights.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I didn't
Strange,
know
eh?
that.
Yeah. Strange things.
Okay. Antler axe. Yeah, deadly toilet paper. That's what I'm talking. Yeah, exactly that. So in Holland, everything is nearby, so it doesn't cost a lot of money or to go to Amsterdam. But for London, I can imagine that if you're any place else and you need to go there, you need to eat and sleep there, then yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you probably rather see another country than some city in your own country.
This is the ghoul that will give us the knife from the guy? No.
No, it wasn't. Cranium rats. Cranium rats.
I love the whole idea of cranium rats.
I love the idea that they... Yeah, you mean that they get more intelligent the more there are.
Yeah.
So are they Are they in the monster manual somewhere?
Yeah, they are in the Planescape manual. Yeah.
Why? Oh,
Let's
sorry.
see. Monsters Compendium. Cranium, Herelef, Bodak. Well, they're not in this one.
Yeah, so last year I had a conference in Ireland, so in Dublin, and I paid, I think, 22 euros for the flight, which was cheaper than any train that would take me to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's crazy in itself. I think that flights have become too cheap, and it's not very healthy for the environment. But that's a whole different conversation.
You see that?
No, it's not in this one. I have their stats somewhere, but let me see. Basis. Well, Dead gods.
And golden
Ground.
ring. That's interesting.
Ooh, value.
Well, yeah, because all the currency is in coppers, so you would assume that gold is very rare.
We're not opening any doors right now? Is that what we're...
I usually like to run around and get the entire map and then go through any doors, but if you think otherwise, then I'm also fine
No, of
with
course
that.
not. This kind of looks like a metro station or something. Subway.
Oh, here we go again
Those.
with the smart rats.
Oh,
Come on.
we are nearing death, by the way.
Well, a news flash.
We are dead. Man, that went...
We were dead.
Oh, well, because we are in
All right.
in the catacombs, we revive immediately at the start of the...
Yeah. So I am going to do this thing. But maybe we should also end tonight's session here. And then next session we run through the catacombs.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
Easy.
do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, people.
PP.
Man, what a session. Every session is getting better in a way in the interaction with chat. I love the interaction with chat, but also in the experience of the game.
I love that all you guys are here hanging out with us. I mean, it adds so much to the experience of playing this game. So,
yeah.
Thanks, Animal Sentinel. It's really nice.
Thanks.
Sorry. Yeah. let's.
And the voices are fantastic. Well, cool. There
Well,
we go.
maybe one day we can start new careers, Jasper, as voice actors.
Yes. And we do this voice.
Yeah. If anyone's looking for any heavily Dutch accented voices in any English medium, then you know where to find us.
Yeah. So, well, I think that I know what Chet thought of the session, so that's glad you joined, and yeah, lots of fun. Deadly Toilet Paper, and of course all the others. Tomorrow we'll be on TV again, which means Talking Void, of course. Yeah, maybe we'll see you there, and otherwise we might see you in the Precipice of Dreams next Monday. Our 12th episode there. Man, it's really starting to get into the numbers, which is great. Tomorrow is at 9 o'clock, and
Central European time.
Central European time, and Precipice of Dreams is at 8:30 Central European time on the other Monday.
Which is like 11 Pacific time or something. 11 in the morning Pacific time. 12.
Yeah. So yeah, and yeah. So hopefully, and well, no, we can't talk about that yet. But we'll be having some other things that will happen. Well, we might have another other guest on Talking Void soonish.
Yes, well, we haven't talked about that indeed, but I think that would be very cool just to have other guests in Talking Void in general. People from the community, whether they are dungeon masters or they have their own streaming podcasts, or maybe we can do like specialty episodes. There's so much stuff we want to do. I have so many ideas. One idea that I actually have is like I want to do. Sometimes I just want to talk about something. You know this, Jasper. I like to talk about stuff. So do you. That's why you created Talking Void. So
Yeah.
I actually put them right here because I just want to show this and I want to spread the word, and I really intend to make a separate video from this. But if you're not familiar with the comic Die, then I highly suggest you go check it out. So I have up to issue 14 right now, and I think that was the last one, or maybe 15. Die. So it is.
Okay.
So it's by Gillen and Kieran Gillen. I'm pronouncing his name wrong probably, but he's from England, UK, if I'm correct. And Stephanie Hans, who does all the art, and it is an amazing comic. And why do I mention it here? Because he actually invented his own tabletop RPG gaming system around this entire comic. And the premise is basically a sort of the old school Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. So kids get sucked into their tabletop role-playing game. But then, so they disappear from the world, and then 15 years later or somewhat years later, they appear again, and they are heavily traumatized, and that's where the comic starts, and it's amazing. So go check it out, Die, and I will make a separate video about that. Sorry, I had to mention it. They were lying around.
Yeah. So can I answer the question about my partner?
Yeah.
So I've been together with my wife for 21 years now. No, that's 20 years. Well,
Ooh.
that's 90. Yeah, well, almost 21 years. Man, that sounds strange. So all of the suddenly, no, 21 and a half years. Next, well, I've been married 9 years. Coming Sunday. So and we have tried it a couple of times, but she really doesn't like Dungeons and Dragons, and so that can happen, you know. But I now have a son who's 9 years old, and he's getting into tabletop kind of RPGs, and I'm hoping that I can really influence him in a good way. And yeah, so that's my story.
Yeah, and speaking for me, my wife played a bunch of video games, but she actually likes to watch me play video games when we're sitting on the couch and I play games on the PlayStation or the Xbox usually. So that's for video games, and for actual RPGs, she got into Critical Role. She has been watching that with me and she really likes that, and that actually got her more interested in playing tabletop RPGs. And I think about a month ago I actually played a session with her which I DM'd, and it was her and her brother and two other friends of mine that are experienced tabletop players. And that was actually a lot of fun, and we couldn't finish that session that evening. I mean, we finished the session, obviously, but the story isn't quite over yet. So, yeah, we're going to pick that up as soon as possible again. But now, with all the social distancing and stuff, it's obviously difficult to get together and sit around and play.
Yeah. So, the other fun thing is that right now, on Saturday, my son can stay up a bit later, and we started playing Mist again, and I've played that whole series with my wife. That's really our game, and the Sphere is so good. There's a new version coming out of it soon as well, but we are playing a sort of in between version between the old 1995 version and the version that's coming out right now. But my son really gets sucked into that game, and we are just sitting beside him and watching him experience this wonderful adventure clicking game, and yeah, brings back memories for us as well.
Cool, man.
And now all of a sudden there's this game called Among Us, and my son wants to play, and suddenly my wife and I are very interested in that game as well, because, well, it's 2 minutes for a game, and then you can play 50 games in the evening or something, and it's really cute and really.
It's a time trap.
Yeah, Among Us is a time trap. Yeah, I can imagine. So that's why my wife hasn't played it yet, because she can get really sucked into such things. But yeah.
Actually, we all played a bunch of World of Warcraft, right? Geert, you played that as well. Your wife?
Yeah, Geert, you played. Yeah, we were on one account and in the Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah,
era.
Amber, my wife, played as well, and
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and I did raids and everything, but I stopped with that as well. I found myself sitting on a mountain fishing for a rare fish. I didn't catch it. I did a dungeon and I didn't get the pet, and suddenly I was thinking, what the hell am I doing here? And I quit.
I played.
Like that.
I stopped.
Invested hours and hours into that game, and
yeah, I stopped after Northrend. You know, the Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah.
I stopped after that, and then but it keeps itching, you know. And we have other friends that still play it, so every once in a while you see it and you go like, maybe I should just pick it up again.
For Legion.
I went back for Cataclysm, and then in 3 days I was maximum level and cleared the entire continent, and then I quit again, and because it was like this free 10-day or whatever, so I stopped after 3 days. And then with Mists of Pandaria, same thing, got the expansion, got like the first month free or whatever, or like welcome back, so many days free. Played through Mists of Pandaria. I think in 4 or 5 days I was maximum level, and I cleared most of the main story quests, or even all the quests. I was like, okay, what can I do now? Let's do some raids or some dungeons. And then, because it had been out for like a month or two or however long, everyone was just running through these dungeons, And so all the cutscenes and all the dialogue was skipped, and I just had no idea what I was doing there and who I was actually fighting, and the whole story just got moved into the background. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore, and then I quit again.
Yeah. So I have the old lore master achievement, which I was pretty proud of, and which says something about how much I played right then, because that was so hard to do. Well, it wasn't hard; it was just finding every possible quest when there was no quest tracker yet and everything. Well, there was a quest tracker, but the quests were not streamlined in any way, so you had to really go across all the continents and keep finding ways to get new quests. So I was pretty proud of that one, and then still am in a way.
Yeah. Restoration Druid for the win, man. I was a Restoration Druid as well, so I got to raid a lot during the Northrend era. Defeated the Lich King a couple of times because they're always in need of healers, and I loved healing. So yeah, that Restoration Druid was my main.
Holy Priest here.
Yeah. Second, when you had the dual classes where you could switch easily between, which was introduced in Wrath of the Lich King, I think.
Yeah.
If I recall.
Between two specs.
Yeah. I was a balanced druid on the other spec. Because that's usually, I use that for leveling, and then once you hit max level, you switch to Restoration and you do all the raids and stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, that's us talking about our wives, our partners, a bit about our children.
We
and
talked
about
about our
gaming
jobs.
experience.
Man, there's so much.
Yeah, and about our jobs. Yeah.
We just throw it all out there, Jasper.
Yeah, I'm a philosophical librarian. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm a scientist.
I still have to pack some things for my daughter, whose birthday it is tomorrow, or
In
within
half an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I have to leave, Michel.
All right. One last thing, Jasper, before I forget.
Okay.
Because we already sort of have mentioned it. You just said that your son is of the age where he's getting interested in tabletop RPGs. So when I move back to Holland, we should definitely get a play group with all the kids together, because my daughter would love it as well. That would be awesome. So
that is certainly a thing that might be in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just throwing it out there. What I mean is start thinking of children a campaign.
I made the maps already.
Okay,
and,
cool. That's all I needed to know.
Probably a lot of gory deaths and trauma.
I hope a bit less of your usual monster encounters that you come up with.
I killed my son in our Heldendom adventure type of thing that I built with a dragon. You should have seen his face. He was so mad and emotional about it. Oh man, that face. Anyway,
Jasper, thank you so much
for rescued.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight again, and have fun tomorrow on Talking Void. I will of course be present in chat, but thank you everyone for watching tonight. It has been a blast to interact with all of you in chat. Hope to see you next Parallel Projections, but also with our other shows. And come check out our other social media if you're into that. We have an Instagram and a Facebook where we post behind the screens pictures and all our artwork that we do for our main show, The Precipice of Dreams. We have a Discord channel where we post all our news items every time a new video drops, every time we live stream, and all our artwork. And also, of course, our YouTube channel where you can see all our backlog of this show, Parallel Projections, all previous episodes, but also our main show, The Precipice of Dreams, and of course, Jasper's Talking Void. So,
and be sure to subscribe.
Follow
us here, because
subscribe, comment,
I think you've all subscribed or followed. At least follow us, because that helps us. And then
all bits help. And like every like on a post or a video helps us out. Any comment helps us out. So we're really happy with all of that. So we can continue to do this sort of stuff and more. Okay. With that said, it has been a lovely evening. Thank you so much, and see you next time.
Soonish.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.